after I had Ella, I didn't do any exercise at all for probably the first year really. And then it got to the point where I was looking at going back to work and none of my clothes fitted that I wanted to wear for work. But also I was really conscious I hadn't lost the baby weight, and I wanted to be a good role model for Ella as well, and she was getting to the age where she wasn't copying and noticing what we were doing. So I really wanted to try and address some of my not so good habits to try and just be a bit of a better role model for her and try and do a bit more exercise and healthy eating. And I guess since becoming a mum, I have become a lot more aware of my own health and needing to stay fit and healthy to be around for my daughter. There is a pressure to be able to do it all after you've had a child, when you're a woman particularly, so you want to be able to be a really good mum and be there for your child, but you also might want to work. I do work. And you also want to be a good friend and good wife, and sometimes it can be a lot of pressure. But I think I always just really say to myself, you can only do as much as you can do. There's only so many hours in a day, so you just give it your best shot, and that's the best you can do. So for us, you just had a child, I've been off for a year, money is tight, but we also thought having insurance was a real priority now that we've got a child. On top of that, there are other partner organisations that you get really good discounts with, and they're not just token discounts, they're substantial. So for example, my personal favourite, you can get 75% off at Champneys. I'm currently trying to persuade my husband that we should go for my birthday in March. He's not too keen on the idea of a face pack himself, but I think he's getting 75% off, so he can't really complain. Since we got Vitality, my husband and I have both got Fitbugs, which monitor your daily steps. And so one of the main things that we've done differently is we've made sure that we meet our targets almost every week. We actually got a running pram because I realised that I was never going to have, or very rarely going to have time to just go for a run on my own. I thought I've got to incorporate this with childcare. So now what I do with my daughter is we tend to, at least 3 times a week, I put her in the pram and I say, do you want to go to the park? And she thinks that the most direct way to the park is in fact a 20-minute run, which it isn't, but so I do my run and then we get to the park and we have a good play. So then I've done my steps, she's had a good time, and the time's been used efficiently as well. I think there's been lots of benefits that have come out of being part of Vitality, but I think the ultimate thing, the best thing, is that as a family we're definitely fitter. Both my husband and I have managed to, for the first time probably ever, actually stay with a fitness programme consistently. And even if you have a week where you're not very well, or there's a lot going on and you don't do some exercise for a week, it motivates you to get straight back on the horse and keep going afterwards. So we've both lost weight, my husband and I, and we both feel much fitter in ourselves. And we feel that we're setting a really good example for our daughter. And hopefully that means that we'll be fit and healthy and around to be there for her for a long time, which is the most important thing.